I came to BKS Iyengar 1995, and I stayed for almost a year. It wasn't meant to stay for a year, but I lost all my money. I got actually robbed, so I didn't have that much money, so I couldn't really travel. So I stayed in Pune and I practiced with Gita and Prashant. Guruji BKS Iyengar, as his name is, he was maybe teaching a couple of classes, but he was retired already then. But I met him every day in the library, because I studied every day in the library. I read the Patanjali Yoga Sutras from him, even though I didn't understand that much by then. But I read them, and I read Bhagavad-Gita, and he was always sitting there. So we used to have small talks. I asked him some questions about what I was reading, and he was always very friendly, sharing what he knew. And when I left for home, he actually gave me the certificate to teach, because he knew I was a school teacher. I taught children. So he said, "You go home and teach." And I said, "Oh, you want me to teach the children?" "No, you go home and teach everyone." He said, "You've been a very good student." Because I was there watching the classes, I was practicing once or twice a day, and I was sitting in the library studying almost every day. So I think he liked my dedication. And yeah, 1 year is a long time. So I learned a lot from my time at the institute in Pune with Gita and Prashant. And Mr. Iyengar, he was always in the classes in the back watching or doing his stuff. He did his backbends, 108 backbends every Friday. And he had his machines to measure his pulse and blood and all that, his heart rate. And yeah, he was watching the teaching and the students very carefully. It was a beautiful year to be so close to the family. The reason why I didn't go back was because I met someone who was teaching Ashtanga Yoga a few months after, and that's why I went to Guru Pattabhi Jois, my next trip to India. But Mr. Iyengar is, or was, I don't know now, but he was not so easy to approach as Guruji was for me. He had more of a distance. For me, I don't know if it was for everyone, but for me it was like that. Even though in the library we had another connection, but outside the library he was a little bit different. Yeah.